We say what they can't radio.
Welcome to Groucho and the Gentleman Podcast. We getting it in. Enjoy.
You thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch, on my body, I get what I want, like. Bitch, say bye, let's keep it a beat. When it be mad, I be on the scene. I see I can't fit no jeans.
I mean, you look at the damn thing. Come on.
Wait, but listen to more of the lyrics. It's not just about that.
He's actually reading the lyrics.
You can't read the lyrics.
This is a dirty song.
Niggas be dreaming. I'm from the X. Niggas be scheming. I'm on their neck.
This all right.
Let's stop it.
All right.
We don't get the whole episode taken now.
Bitch, on my body, I get what I want, like. You thought I was feeling
Yeah. So not only Munch is not only just eating coochie,
Okay.
but it's also eating the coochie, but then getting kicked out afterwards. Like,
Oh,
that's all you get.
That's all you're good
That's
for.
all you're good
Yeah.
for.
Well, I mean, listen, women can do that. Men's been doing that forever, right?
Hey.
So hey, go right ahead.
But then
Go
also,
ahead,
I think
ladies.
the added
You get
piece
your munch
was
on.
not that you just
No,
get
you
kicked
don't
out.
get. You
No,
the munch.
well, you get your munch. No, I don't know.
You the munch.
You the
Well,
munch.
I'm the muncher.
No, you the munch.
You the munch.
Oh, I'm the munch.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Well, ladies, get your munchie.
Have
to
you ever been a munch?
No, but listen, it's also, remember, it's a step further, they said, that it's not that you just get kicked out. Like, the munch is now hating, too. He's cock-blocking and all of that.
It's like you're trying to be with this person. You're trying to get, you're
And
trying
they
to.
just want to.
Yeah, they just like.
Well, listen again. Guys have been doing this for a long time, right? So if the woman, well, let them.
Have you ever been a munch?
Yes, I have.
I know most guys.
I have. I mean, like, I think we all have.
Yeah,
I think we all have.
I've been in that position.
I'm not gonna lie. And it's okay because sometimes that's all you want to be.
So we going back to,
I'm just saying.
are we going back to episode 1 where you guys keep forgetting who the hell you are?
Oh.
Yo.
Welcome
Yes.
back. It's been a little while since we did this. This
Right.
is episode 8?
No.
9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
Episode 9. JP Groucho in the building. What?
Gentlemen.
Yo. What was that? What is happening?
He was thinking about his munch days.
AW. Y'all know me. I'm the gentleman. Always. Y'all like my new glasses, by the way? You see this? I got some more coming. So,
And if you're just listening to the podcast, he has on some green, olive type green.
Are those
I
the
look
green
good.
ones?
I look good. Huh?
Are those the green ones?
These are the green ones.
So you looking real folly. You got the little brown shirt on, the green. All right, okay. You ain't looking like a piece of shit.
I try like a piece of shit, I'll take it. I like it though. You got the brown thing
Absolutely.
going on today.
Absolutely.
Too. Yeah, and you look corporate today.
What?
Don't you look a little corporate though with the shirt? The shirt.
No.
The shirt's corporate. You don't think the shirt's corporate?
Not
Okay.
at all.
And this is Ali Al over in the corner, y'all.
Yes.
Yes. The lady behind the mic.
Lady behind the mic.
Literally.
But listen, one day you guys will get to see her. One day. But we're holding her identity.
When the money starts coming
Money
in.
starts coming in, then you guys can pay to see her.
And not on a pole.
And not on the pole. Not on the pole.
Unless it's enough money.
Unless it's enough money, then we'll talk about it.
I'm still not getting on the pole.
Heading for $1 million?
No.
What?
For $1 million?
Why not?
I mean, I don't know why not. I mean, I'm just saying,
To get on the pole, you wouldn't get on the pole for
I'm
$1
going to
million?
stand there and just hold it just like this.
Nah, that's not the same thing. I mean, anybody that pays you just do that, they're not.
I'm worth it.
That's a munch.
I'm worth it. Exactly. Let's go, Munchers. Pull up.
Munch.
Ali's taking munch application.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Out the road.
All right.
Since last episode,
What have we been up to?
I went to Miami for Miami Carnival. Had a great time.
Yep.
This guy's a party animal, guys.
Sometimes, had to get one in before the season.
Yeah. Why you cheer so
Because-
low, by the way?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look shorter than Cameron, too.
Because I'm looking down. I'm like, what
you
the?
look shorter than Cameron.
I'm like, something's not right.
There we go. There we go.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, I do feel
Uh-huh.
more superior, more.
You'll never be. The gentleman is always superior. Always.
Let me ask y'all: have y'all ever passed out?
Passed out?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I passed out in Miami from dehydration.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that you party, sir. I mean,
And it's not even that I was drinking a lot. It's just that I wasn't drinking nothing else.
But liquor.
Oh, my. That's considered drinking a lot.
I know, but
Like,
it's
what are we
like
talking about?
IP.
I wasn't
What are we
having like
talking
a lot a day, but it's like since I got there on a Wednesday and then I passed out on a Saturday. So it's like from Wednesday till Saturday is like.
Were you in the hospital?
No, they tried to take me. I was like, nah.
Do you continue
I
partying?
tried to.
You used to stay there. You was like, "Ba-doom. I'm good now. Like, what?
Yeah, it was crazy. They came, they gave me IV. They monitored my
What's
heart.
IV?
IV?
IV.
Okay.
It sounded like they said IV.
I think
They IV'd me.
Yeah, IV, and they monitored my heart, and then they was trying to take me to the hospital. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Was it because you were scared or you just want to continue partying?
I wanted
He said, I'm
came
not
to
losing
fat.
these hours.
He's like, let's get this
I'm not losing
straight.
these hours.
I ain't fly all the way out there.
And you got it with my brother. You got it with my brother, the General Fetless.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Fetalis.
shout out Fetalis.
Shout out to Fetalis.
Yeah, he was in the building. Shout out to everybody that seen. No, it's basically Brooklyn going to Miami. Like,
I mean, yeah, y'all just take over for a little bit, you know. Wait, and now do they host something out there, Fetalis?
I don't think he did.
No, he was out there for.
Yeah, well, what it is their site promotes all of the fets.
Oh,
Right,
okay,
right,
okay,
right,
right.
okay. All right, well, shout out to Fetalis.
I'm not sure if he was a part of a band. I saw him 2 days.
Okay.
I saw
Yeah,
him.
well, I saw a picture of you. And
I saw him for Juve, and then I saw him in the actual carnival.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shout
All
out
right.
Fetalis. Shout out everybody.
Shout out to everybody that was at.
That's
So I'm glad you safe, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I'm
thank
glad
you,
you're
thank
alive.
you.
Yeah.
I'm back. And still drinking.
Did you call anybody? You call anybody
What?
when that happened? Who'd you call?
No.
No, I was with my peoples.
Oh, okay.
So they went.
Okay. It's
They
a
got the
Gary.
paramedics.
Okay. All right. Good.
And one of the paramedics was like, "Yo, just wait 5 hours before you start drinking again."
You
Wow.
waited 5 minutes.
No.
Wow.
No, I didn't drink again for the rest of that day.
Oh,
Oh,
you
that's
didn't for the rest of the day.
Nah.
That's a lot.
That's
for you.
good. That's because it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to.
And then you're like, well, I woke up the next day, so I'm good.
Yeah. I ain't go for the whole day. I was just waiting. I was like, if I get a headache, I'll have to go to fucking hospital.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you at least
Craziness.
listen to yourself. You know. Yeah. Well done, Groucho.
What y'all been up to?
What about you, man?
Listen, right now, really nothing. Nothing big, nothing crazy, nothing. Just work.
Yeah.
Just work.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of, you got a lot going on. You know,
Yeah.
people trying to take you here, take you there. You know,
What are you talking about?
take you away from things. You know. I'm just saying, she's gonna be a chancellor one day. Everybody.
Oh,
just
here we
FYI.
go.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Definitely.
I thought he was talking about a Munch application again. I'm like, what are you
come on
talking about?
now.
Like, what are we
Come on
doing?
now. This is not the Glizzy show.
It can be for me. It can be for me. Y'all remember, I'm single.
And I came up. We came up with, as a collective, a rap.
Ooh.
Me, Ali, Ant was there.
Yes.
When was this?
We did the other night.
When
At
we
a-
was
at a-
talking
at a-
about
yeah.
Munch. Oh, I think it came up because your wife was like,
Yeah, your wife.
Who?
The lady you marrying from the spot.
Oh wow.
What?
The lady you marrying from the spot. Your wife from the spot.
Oh yes, my
Yes.
trophy wife. Yeah,
Yes.
she's- I like yeah.
And somehow we were speaking about you, and somehow it led to Munch.
It led to a whole like cipher.
Right.
She's yeah. I like her. She's nice. Anyway,
What about you?
what have I been up to?
Gentlemen.
Not much. Just work and more work. Today was not a good day, but it's good now.
Yeah, he came
Right.
in here fuming. Like,
Word. Y'all don't understand. If y'all see the energy now, it was on level 10. We'd be like, wait a minute, we don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta
gotta
ramble. You know, just gotta let it out. But
but I don't even understand how he has them. I'm gonna always go back to this shit right here. I don't understand how he has all of that energy walking up this steep ass 4 flights of stairs. Like, I had to take breaks coming up this bitch.
Well,
And
first
he
of all-
comes up, and we be like, yo, we still tired from the walk, homie.
I mean, I don't mind the stairs. It's good exercise to me.
I mean, I think it's good exercise too. And by the way, we should have prefaced you don't like to walk.
At all.
Right.
So,
At all.
so I mean, we
wait,
got to throw that out
If it
there.
was 4
is it
flights
so
or 2
we
steps.
listen, so the crazy shit is I don't like to walk at all. I don't like steps.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of elevators, right? So like I'm just a whole oxymoron.
You just need.
But then you'll
to
go
be-
ziplining and
Yeah, right. Yeah, but you go ziplining and walking upside the mountains in flip flops.
Logic.
But wait, and I also don't like New York City trains.
Oh, who does?
I mean, I don't like it either, but they're convenient. You know, people getting killed. You know, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Like, I don't only take the train short distances. Like we went on Halloween
Yeah.
Costume shopping
costume shopping
for my party.
and then we took Ubers
To the city
and
Absolutely.
and back. No, I mean, look, you know, convenience. If convenience is everything, right? But I'm all about public transportation. I'm just very aware, hyper aware when I'm on there.
Listen, now you
Yeah.
have to be, and this is one of our topics.
Yeah.
Now you have to be super. So
Yeah.
I've always said this. I think that like strange people
Yeah.
and animals enjoy bothering me. Right?
And
I think-
animals.
I had a bird chase me in my school.
Oh,
When
yeah,
I
I
was in
remember the bird.
Bali, a chicken jumped out at me, a rooster that was like my height. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
what you was fighting that big chicken from Family Guy.
Family Guy.
the bird that swooped down on me in my school, the joint looked like a pterodactyl
Oh,
in
my
my
God.
mind, even though it was one of the little black hoppy birds.
pterodactyl.
I mean, it was moving kind of fast. Though.
It was stealthy.
It was very
But,
stealthy.
Like animals have a thing for like a natural attraction, and so do people with
Dr. Doolittle.
right. But so do people with like
She is a
issues.
doctor.
She is a doctor.
So me getting on the A train,
Yeah.
The A train is one of the worst lines though.
listen,
The A, the 1,
and
2,
listen,
3,
my people in Far
4,
Rockaway,
The
5.
one ain't that bad.
my people in
Man,
Far
not really.
Rockaway and
Two
Coney
is
Island
though.
don't come for me, right? I need y'all because I love y'all. Y'all my people. But there is something about the salt water that just does something different. So now the A train is starting in Far Rockaway. You were bringing all of this energy with you. Plus, like, let's just look at everything that's happening on trains right now,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So yesterday, like, somebody got stabbed up, but his homeboy had pepper spray that stopped the stabber. Imagine if you didn't have the pepper spray, y'all both could have been dead. Like, there's just too much happening.
There's a lot going on. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. You know, you go down there and you're
never know.
stressed.
Yeah, you never.
You come out of there angry.
You don't know when it's your
You never know when it's your, could
The
be your
rats
day.
be wilding, the homeless people be wilding. It's like, yo, there's a lot going
It's a
on
lot
there.
going on.
I remember when I used to work overnight, and one night I was on the C line,
Yeah.
and I seen this deaf dude pull out a gun and like point it behind the head of somebody who didn't even
No
know.
way.
Didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
Was he signing
He
to
didn't
say
even-
I'm robbing
No,
you?
he was like, I don't know. Maybe they had like an altercation or something before. Because as soon as I came in the train,
Yeah.
and I
yeah.
looked, I seen that happen. And I only know he was deaf because when he put he just like that. Then
He
I
was like,
guess he-
oh, let me
No.
no.
What the hell was? You know what you just sound like?
Away from the mic. I'm getting out
You
the road
remember that
myself.
orange man that was in office?
I'm stepping. No, I love my community.
We'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone.
Absolutely.
I didn't
move
know
on.
he was deaf because like people were like screaming and shouting, and then he was like, he
couldn't-
didn't respond, and then when he was like walking away, he like mumbled, like
You could
you
hear
know
that
he made
he was,
the
yeah.
He made a
like-
sound,
yeah.
right.
So I was like,
Well, I'm glad he didn't, pull the trigger.
I was like, wow.
Or maybe it could have been a BB gun. Who knows? You never know.
But even so,
You know, but
pulling
it's
imagine
still-
somebody pulling the trigger
Yeah.
at your head with a BB gun. That hurts too. Like,
I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
And you don't even know or see it coming. You
Oh, you'd
just
be
Right.
dead.
You just,
Or hurt really bad. Little ding. But the violence, that was
Little
one of our
ding.
topics, right? The violence in New York City.
yeah.
yeah, it's,
know?
it's crazy.
It's getting out of hand. But with all of that, though, people are still moving to the city. Rents are still going up.
Gentrification is
Gentrification still happening.
still happening.
Bed-Stuy, I was reading an article a few weeks ago. And it's been on the news too. Used to be majority black.
Yeah.
It's been they added about between 2020 and 2022, added about 30,000 plus white folk.
Right.
Again, nothing wrong with the white folk, but come on, y'all. Come on.
This gentrification thing is really, really, really an issue.
Yeah,
Not just because I'm impacted in terms of me having to move, right?
Yeah.
I also had to move too.
Right. And I've been in my spot for 18 years.
Yeah.
So to have to uproot my entire life
Yeah.
is major. So personally, I'm impacted.
Yeah.
But then also wanting to be still in Bed-Stuy, be around my friends,
Right,
be
right.
connected to my school community, all of that stuff. I'm not paying $4,500 a month for rent. Like,
Yeah.
sis,
Okay,
it costs a whole lot of money to be a doctor. We need some sponsors. I'm just saying, right? And then if we look at what constitutes affordable housing, what people don't understand
Yeah.
is that they calculate the average income of the household. There's no definition
Right.
of a household.
Right.
So if
right.
you have a 3-bedroom apartment with 3 people in it making $100,000 a year,
Yep.
what do you think is affordable housing?
Yeah.
But that they're roommates. This is not necessarily a husband and wife and a child, or a single woman or a single man with 2 or 3 children
Yeah.
that need different bedrooms. Like, it impacts so much.
A lot. And every, and to be fair, I will, I should point out, I think we should all point out, gentrification is not just about white folk. Now
Right.
they are the catalysts, 100%, and probably the majority that are causing it. But it's anybody that can afford,
Right.
to pay high rents or pay for expensive stores.
And the thing we was talking about the other day too is like, who really can afford that? Because
Right.
even
Yeah, I mean,
When you look at all of these developments coming up, it's like, so
Like,
what
who's
kind
it-
of job you
what
got?
do you have, right?
Like, yo, homie, can I get the hookup on that? Like, what kind of job
Right.
do you have?
You know what it is? You know what I'm finding out? And that's a great question. So a lot of the people that you see moving into these places, a lot of them from the Midwest. And so they're probably they probably have some kind of trust fund or something, or they got money saved up because they want to move to New York City forever. So they're here for like 2 to 3 years.
right, then they gotta go.
And then they gotta go.
Right.
So that's those people that are living in there
Right.
for the most part.
And
that is true. It do be a quick,
Yeah.
fast turnover.
Yeah,
It's a
fast
fast turnover.
turnaround.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see what's going to happen, because all predictions say that within the next 2 years, like, we'll be going through a recession. Like, we're in our way, and it won't be as deep as what Obama had to take us out of.
Right.
But the market is about to burst.
Yeah.
I probably still, it just bothers me that I lead here, but I can't afford to own here.
Yeah,
I'm
a
responsible.
long time resident, born, raised. See that that's what irks me, is because you're kicking out the people who this is their neighborhood, they built it,
Right.
right?
And I'm happy for the cleaner stores and the healthier food
Yeah.
options. But then also I think about the fact that I can afford the healthier food options.
Right.
Right.
That's a big
Many
thing.
people that are still
Yeah.
here that can't afford it,
Yeah.
they still going to the so-and-so fried
Yeah.
chicken, and they're still going to this, that, and the third. And the corner store has upped its prices.
Yeah.
What we call a bodega has upped their prices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're kicking the cat off the bag for these folk. But how come the quality of food wasn't like that for me when
Yeah.
I'm the person that's responsible for your longevity
Right.
as a business?
Right.
So
Right. Know how
those are
to-
the issues.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I go to these newly renovated bodegas, and they look like they're like the cousins of Wegmans or
Right.
Whole Foods, or I mean, and you can really get like
Yeah, some of them are like mini supermarkets.
yeah, they
Right.
are, and you can get like fancy shit from across the globe,
Right.
in them.
Right.
So, I'm glad that we have those things in our community, but at the same time, the people that are here, you're not having healthy foods for them that they can afford. Like what it's not fair. It's not fair.
And you know how it goes. Life ain't fair.
Life.
Did y'all see when 50 Cent's son was like, $6,700 a month in child support? Was
Who?
it 50
50
Cent's son?
Cent son.
Oh, he was spending that on his son, or
That's
was
what his
giving
child
his-
support order was.
Well, his child support was.
a month?
Yeah, and his son recently, in an interview with somebody, was like, $6,700 a month wasn't a lot of money.
Right. But I
And the
think
guy,
that
the guy was like, "What?"
Yeah. But then also I think that 50 Cent had a response and was like, see, because initially what I was doing was giving her $500,000 a year.
Yeah, he
For
was-
the year. Yeah.
Right.
and
Right.
and
But then he was like, "Wait a minute," and then he put himself on
Cell
child
phones
support.
on child support.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it goes to show you like a lot of people don't really understand like the money and like what money really is.
Well, they know the value of money. Oprah said something one time. She was like, the reason why she is able to manage money the way she's able to manage is because she never had it.
right.
And so when you never had it, you know you don't want to you don't want to lose it
You know
again.
the importance of a dollar.
you
You're
know,
like,
Right.
you know the
alright.
importance of a dollar.
Like I remember
You know?
in an interview that she had done years ago, she talked about how frugal she was.
Yeah.
And like she would just get like the $2 stockings.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
stockings can be expensive because
Well, they rip all the time.
they
too,
rip
don't
all
they?
the time.
Yeah.
But then the ones that don't rip all the time that are reusable can run you baseline $20 a
Wow.
pair.
Wow.
But if you're Oprah, like you're gonna go for the real high end.
Right.
So she talked about like little, but I remember even like I watched an episode late at night of Susie Orman.
Oh, Susie Orman. I haven't seen her in a while. Is she still on?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
This was this. It was so long ago. I
Yeah.
just woke up. The TV was on, and she was talking about how frugal she is.
Yeah.
And one of the things she said where people make huge mistakes, she said, first and foremost, if you look at her on her show, she's almost always wearing the same thing.
She does. Actually, I noticed that. I did notice that.
Then she also said one of the biggest mistakes we make is that when we go on vacation, we buy a whole new wardrobe for vacation.
Yep.
Not understanding when you get there, the motherfuckers that's on that island, whatever you're wearing is new to do,
Yeah.
new to them.
Yeah, exactly. They're not
Like
gonna-
they ain't see you
They
before.
don't see it. They go exactly. And what do you need all that clothes for on the vacation? You're supposed to be chilling.
I ain't gonna front. I overpack for Miami.
I was about to say the two of you, I'm pretty sure do that.
So,
I'm the-
first
I pack
off,
nothing.
I
Yeah.
will admit
Yeah.
that for my trip to Bali, I did do too much.
Yeah.
But anybody that knows me, I'm not going shopping for new clothes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
buy nothing new, but I bought mad clothes though.
But
I
And you
had,
probably only wore like three
no,
things.
Bali,
No,
I
I
did buy new stuff. Bali is the one trip I can honestly say. And if I replace, like, there's a difference between buying new stuff and replacing stuff. And it's going to sound weird. Like, sometimes if you lose a little weight or gain a little weight, you
Yeah,
need
you
a new
gotta get-
swimsuit,
right.
Yeah.
right? Sometimes my water shoes, which I should have had on in Bali, climbing that goddamn mountain, but whatever. My water shoes may get torn up because I'll just go to Target and get a pair.
Yeah.
They may get torn up.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, who keeps water shoes? Like,
You know, that's what I do. That's a good point. You know, like I'll buy stuff when I get to my destination a lot of times. Things that
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw away, like the reusable, not reusable stuff, disposable stuff.
Right.
And so that's why I don't pack a lot of stuff. Like I'll bring like 5 outfits.
Nah, I
and
had
that's it.
slacks.
slacks.
Where you
Going to
going?
Carnival.
Where-
Like,
No,
going to
somebody
Miami
gave-
Carnival?
Somebody. No, but I was out there for a week, so somebody gave me an advice, and I'm thinking it's like you never know like if
What's
something-
gonna happen, yeah.
So you
Because you
wanna-
never know when you're going to have to promote
You're
Groucho
absolutely
and the
right.
Gentleman.
You're
and
absolutely,
Gintv, right?
You're absolutely
I ain't-
right.
I'm
You
not
should
mad at
always
that.
have an outfit for just in case.
But I had like 5 pairs of sneakers, like for each.
You have 5 pairs of sneakers? That sounds like something I would do.
5 pairs of things. You probably only wore one.
No, I will. I mean, because in my mind, I already planned out like
The
Oh, the
outfits,
outfits.
yeah.
Oh, okay. No, like once I get into like even if I bought like a whole bunch of clothes, I literally only wear like 2 things the entire time. Like usually, I'm I'm low key. I'm
Right.
not a fussy person. So
Except when it comes to your glasses.
well, yeah.
That's because you only got 2 polka dot shirts and 3 sweaters, man.
He is.
I have a lot more
polka dot.
clothes, but I'm like Susie Orman. I mean, I've been wearing the same shit over and over again. And you know what though? But I like doing that, because look, clothes is it's part of your identity, right? And so when I wear clothes, they feel comfortable after you wear them often,
Yeah.
and so on. So for me, to start off with a new piece, I'm just like, this doesn't feel right.
And I understand that. Like, I
Yeah.
buy way more sneakers than I do clothes shopping.
Yeah.
Way more footwear than I
Mm.
do clothes shopping. Like, even in summer, I'll buy way more sandals than I will any summer clothes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you know what? This all ties back into one of our episodes. I don't remember which episode we were talking about with financial literacy. Was that the first? Or
Yeah, that was the first.
so this all ties back into that, right? Because how we decide to spend and why we decide to spend, all goes back to that. So,
Right.
for the most part, we feel like we need to buy
Impress.
things and impress people. Most times people don't care. So-
Most times it's a young attitude.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
young, when you're younger, you want to be fly all the time, and
And I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. And as parents, well, not me, but you guys as parents, you want your kids to not feel
Right.
ridiculed or made fun of, right?
No,
so
my
you're gonna
mom's
make
was
sure
wild.
what?
my mom's was wild. No.
No, because and I don't know if this is a black a cultural thing or whatever, but because even in the Caribbean, your parents always made sure that your kids they will look raggedy, but they make sure their kids always look
No.
good.
What was it?
Listen, I'll tell you when we got fly
Yeah,
in my family. All jokes aside,
yeah,
we had a new Easter outfit
yeah.
when we was children.
Easter outfits, everybody. Yeah, yeah,
We had a new Easter outfit. Of course, we had new school clothes.
yep, yep,
We had new summer clothes.
yep.
Okay, the list stops.
No, that's a pretty good. That's
That's
pretty much
pretty
my list.
good. I would
There
say that's
was-
pretty good.
Nah, y'all don't
I-
understand. So now, if I'm going like damn near the whole year growing, and I don't have anything else,
Yeah.
right? My Easter outfit is that outfit. I didn't say anything about new coats every year that fit. I didn't say about
didn't
new
get new coats every year.
sneakers.
I did. Yeah.
You grow, like,
I got sneakers at the beginning of the school year, and that was it.
Yeah, me too.
And my birthday.
Well, I would always get new winter clothes. Like I don't know why my mom did that, but I always got new winter clothes. it's so.
I would get summer clothes because we would travel to St. Vincent, so they're like,
Oh.
You had to look good. For
You
that.
gotta look
Same
good, you gotta
thing,
shop.
had to
The
look
man
good.
live a foreign.
You're right.
Had to look good.
Right.
Yes,
Listen,
yes.
they
You
said
can't come from foreign.
You can't come from foreign and look like that. And did you bring a barrel?
Of course.
Anywho, what's our next topic that we had on our list?
What about your man Kanye?
It's not my man, Kanye. I'm calling that man is nuts. But I gotta tell you, as much as that man is crazy, I don't know if he's really crazy. I mean, yes, he's definitely medically off balance when he doesn't take his medication. It's proven. But I don't know. I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
But
he
the
stays
saddest,
relevant
the
in the
saddest,
news.
He
the
definitely knows
saddest,
what
he
he's
has
doing.
to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Right? The saddest part about Kanye to me is that when he makes sense, he just makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? If that makes sense, like
That makes sense when he does. Yeah.
when he makes sense, he just makes sense. It's like when you don't, it's like, okay, bro,
Right.
what are we doing?
What I don't care about his opinions, but what I don't like them doing is trying to censor him like that.
Yeah, I don't like the censorship thing too, but at the same time, though, I think sometimes, yes, maybe there should be a little bit of censorship on his part for the most part.
Yeah,
Because
Right.
there are young people
Right.
that are impressionable, very impressionable, and maybe, some that are maybe not the
And
more
then
stable.
there's also not young people that are impressionable.
Yeah.
Look at impressionable. Look at Trump supporters.
Oh.
Like, so if
Oh.
you're talking about George Floyd didn't die behind a knee on his neck. What?
He's being sued for that, right? By the
Right.
family? Yeah.
right.
Yeah, 250 million.
Yeah. I mean, that's not going to go anywhere, obviously.
Yeah, wow.
It's really just to get him to cease and desist.
But
But
they just trying to get some money out.
I
of
mean,
it.
they'll probably get a little something, but they ain't getting $250 million. Even if they,
If they do, yo, Kanye, talk about me.
I mean, listen, Kanye can give the $250 million, he'll still be fine.
So first and foremost, I just think, I mean, and I didn't think this through, but I'm thinking on the moment right now. Could just, if he has a conscience and understands what he said was wrong,
Yeah,
he should just gift them the 250 million.
he could do it.
And then, because you, if you think about it, is he technically like one of the richest, or if not the richest rapper?
He is. He is. He's one of them.
Not
He's
just
one of
because of rapping,
But his
but
business.
for all of your business.
Yeah.
Yo,
He's up there, yeah.
you
Top 10, definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Cash App, Zelle me, Venmo, whatever needs to happen.
But 250 million is still a lot of money, even if,
I mean, it's
It
a lot
is,
of money
but
still.
even if you're a
but
billionaire. Like,
it's not going to break the bank for him. It's not
Not,
the bank.
not if you're a billionaire. Not if you're a multi-billionaire.
If you're a multi-billionaire. If you have $2 billion.
We're not talking about.
if he has 2 billion, yeah, but
I think he has more than 2 billion though.
I don't think so.
Well, you know what? So we got to be careful with when, because a lot of times when we hear them talk about numbers,
He might be
it's,
net.
It's
It might-
it's
yeah.
a value,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Right.
And so a
You're
lot
looking
of
at all
that
the
could be
assets and stuff.
assets and
Right.
tied up in other
Mhm.
things. So cash wise, he definitely has a lot of money, but I
Nah,
don't think he
definitely
has,
not.
but not billions
Not in
though.
cash.
Oprah probably got some billions.
I'm here for that.
It's sitting
I'm
there
here for that.
because she's definitely more frugal. But Chase dropped him. JP Morgan Chase dropped him
Yeah,
from
I
their
didn't like
bank.
that neither. I'm like,
Look,
how you gonna tell a man he can't bank over his opinion?
well, they can. I mean, that's the bank's right.
Right,
You
right.
know, but and he's not a good look.
Meanwhile, you got all these people with all this hate speech all over the place.
That's a whole nother. We should talk about that next time. And actually another time. We'll talk about that another time. But I want to bring up about the how Jews, and I have nothing against Jews, but Jews
Oh,
get away with a
Lord.
lot of things, though.
Let's figure
No,
out what side of the road we're traveling.
we're not
Okay.
talking anything
But that's
bad.
the same thing they did to Kanye. Kind of, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like you just say the
not
word.
anything bad.
You say the word Jews, and they're like,
And everybody gets sensitive,
Right.
but we have to, we shouldn't be like, no. Slavery happened too,
Right.
Right.
okay, and it was just as bad or worse for hundreds of years.
You could say Islam all day, and
Yeah,
and-
but then as soon as you say Jew, and again, I'm not.
But that's the
being
thing.
anti-Semitic.
You're not
Yeah.
saying nothing.
I'm not
bad.
saying
You just said
anything
the
You
bad.
word.
haven't
I'm just
said
saying-
anything.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So it's just one of those things. So that really kind of irks me a lot.
He's scared
when-
we gonna get Nick Cannon.
No. I am. Listen.
Even that situation, I didn't like because that
yeah.
was his opinion. He didn't say
Yeah.
like how they be
Yeah,
like.
listen, I respect everybody's
He-
opinion.
Like how they be like, yo, niggas should hang, nobody's
Look.
saying that about people.
We all have to be respectful no matter what at the end of the day. But I think opinions matter, and I think no
Yeah.
matter what they are, as crazy as they may sound,
Yeah.
that's what this country is, right?
Yeah,
Freedom,
freedom of speech.
freedom of speech.
It's the first
so,
First Amendment, yep.
amendment, right?
so
And that's what Nori said too.
Oh yeah,
That
Yeah.
is what Nori said, and he
But
said,
then- But then he took that episode down.
"I'm not mad at that because you can't hurt Nori's enterprise."
And it wasn't about the George Floyd statement neither. That's not why he had to take it down.
Well. By the way, one of our live followers here asked us, are we, streaming on YouTube? We should start streaming on YouTube live when we're doing, just for a little bit, just like we do a little bit on here,
Right.
Yeah.
But and this is so if y'all ever want some really good vegetarian, vegan food,
Oh, and they
so we have
sponsoring?
plant-based for you. Very good.
Oh,
Very
my
good.
bad. My bad. My bad.
I'm sure if she was here, if they were here, they would say, but their food's really good
Okay.
though. But anyway.
I shout out to them for the free ad. Next
No,
time.
shout out to us for the free ad. Next time, shout out to you for the free food.
Or something,
I'm here. Listen, we can sample different types of food on this show.
They're
I'm
more
not-
than welcome to come up to the show. And,
Yeah, well, they used to live in Brooklyn, actually, in Bed-Stuy, not far from here. I can't remember where they moved. They moved, I think, somewhere south. But made the most amazing food, and they're the most wonderful couple. They're cool. I think.
okay, the ad should stop now.
Okay, they want me to stop advertising for you guys.
Nah,
so-
We love you, though. We love you. Thanks for watching.
Shout out to them.
Thanks for
Shout out to
support.
them. We just joking.
We just
We're
joking.
just joking. We're just
It's all
joking.
love in this room.
But anyway, what's the next topic we want to go on?
Herschel Walker.
Herschel.
What's
Who
up
wants to
with-
take that one?
What's up with Herschel Walker?
The guy that is adamantly opposed to abortions, running
But-
for government,
Oh,
but allegedly has paid for.
It's not allegedly anymore.
Oh, she
He
pulled the
admitted it.
receipts. Oh, he admitted it.
This reporter just kept on pressing him, and they had a one-on-one recently, and she pulled out the check, a copy of the check, and she would not let him until he was like, let me look at it. Took out his glasses, and he's like, yeah, that's mine.
Because even his son was telling him not
Oh,
to
his
run.
son.
I think he's running for Senate, right?
He's running for Senate.
He's running for Senate.
Yeah.
Trump backed him big time. Has the
wait, is
potential.
this the black dude?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is a former football player?
Yeah. Former football player.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
that's why I
son-
know. I'm like, that name sounds.
Mhm.
Yeah, his son was telling him not to run for office. You got too much on your name. Don't
Right.
do it. And went even live, no, Dad, you shouldn't run for office.
Mm-hmm.
Had a whole big thing. But you were adamantly opposed to women getting abortions, but yet I think he paid for not one but two.
I'm only aware of the one.
One.
but I haven't really been following too much of his story anymore anyway. So
Like that joint is crazy. But this is somebody that has the ability to swing the midterm elections and how the country is moving. And
Was he was running as a Republican, right?
of course.
Oh, so that's why he took that. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Politicians, and they lie.
I mean that's politics, and
Yeah.
and it is what I'm not saying that it's right, but it is what it is, and we allowed it, and that's why it's gotten as bad as it as it has, because we're just like, oh yeah, just politics, just like I just did.
Right. And people gonna take stands just to get in certain positions, and then
Yeah.
and take the money and
Say hi, JP.
What up? Hi, JP. I see Carmen in the building. What up, Carmen?
Hey, Carmen.
Fats and
I
Faisal.
said Faisal in the building.
Yep.
What up, Faisal?
What up, our people?
We be
Much
over there in
love.
a little while, Faisal.
Yes, we will. We
If
will.
you're at the door, you better let us in.
Word.
It's too cold.
Recognize who we are. Don't be having us standing online. It's cold.
But yeah, so yeah, Herschel, look. Yeah, but what's interesting though is I because I wasn't really keeping up with it, but then I heard about his son like flipping on him.
Going crazy.
So I watched a couple of the YouTube things or wherever he posted. And he was going in.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, first of all, he was like supporting his dad and yeah, my dad. And then all of a sudden he's like, this man's a liar. He's crazy. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, does he pay you? Or
Listen,
something?
that's them football concussions.
True.
That's those football concussions.
But anywho, Herschel, good luck.
No, we don't want to. Wish
No,
him luck.
I said that.
We do not need him in office.
But that wasn't in a kind
Okay,
way. Yeah.
all right.
What state is he running?
Okay. So normally, I know this stuff.
Yeah, normally I do too, but I don't remember
Tonight.
actually. One of these southern states,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember though.
Oh well.
Tonight,
oh
I'm gonna
well.
sit down somewhere.
Deuces, Herschel.
I think one time we was talking about seeing ghosts.
Yes.
So what was that about? Because I don't remember this one.
We was talking about just seeing ghosts. Have you ever saw ghosts?
I believe that I've seen ghosts many times.
Really?
Yeah.
But it may have been alcohol influence.
Alcohol images.
No, but have you ever been sitting in your place and you just see something from the corner of your eyes?
That's a ghost.
And it's happened to me quite a few times,
That's the
and I'm
spirit.
sitting there, I'm like,
That's the spirit. That is the spirit.
like you could feel it,
Yes.
right?
That's an entity.
So I don't know if I've ever seen a ghost,
Right.
but I feel like I felt energy, and I may have seen something cross my path.
And we're not discussing this because we're close to Halloween, and this may drop around Halloween, which is around my birthday, but whatever. Right?
I like that.
Somebody's birthday's coming up,
Somebody's
everybody.
birthday coming up.
I think Ali's birthday's coming up.
His birthday
And
coming.
she's having a huge
No,
charade.
not huge. No,
Charade.
don't say huge. This is not last year. This is remember.
Oh yeah, last year was a huge.
Oh well, that was
that
Come
was
on,
a
you
shindig.
gotta celebrate.
that was. I
45.
feel like I was in Hollywood. With that
You
one.
gotta celebrate 45 in all of its glory. But no, all right.
I got
so
a costume and everything.
Yes.
We ain't gonna tell y'all where it's at because it can't be too many people.
Yeah,
it can't be. Yeah, it's
We don't
not
want too many people. It's
huge.
still COVID.
That's the excuse we're gonna
That's the
have.
excuse we're going with.
Yeah.
So years ago, because I know that I get visited. Again,
You've been visited.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not crazy.
No,
Right.
no. I was just making sure. Is it aliens or ghosts? I
So
don't know.
years ago, I was when I was pregnant with Isaiah.
Yeah.
So this is easily
25
27
years,
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, because the kid is 27.
Oh, it's 27. Yeah.
I woke up in the middle. I had a dream. I was scared to death. I had a dream
Martin had
that I saw a woman hanging from a bathroom door in a robe,
in your house.
and just hanging from a bathroom door in a robe. And what people don't recognize, like when you hang yourself, like your tongue may come out and
Yeah.
it turns black.
Yeah.
So that's what I saw. And I got up at night and I was crying. And my mother came and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" Because I was scared to death. Right. And I told my mother the dream that I saw,
Yeah.
that I had.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, when my mother was pregnant with me, her friend hung herself while she was pregnant. And the description that I gave was the lady.
Now, did your mom find her or?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Well, actually, no, my mother didn't find her. What
Yeah.
happened was my mother was sitting on the bench waiting for her to come outside so they can hang out.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And
No
my
pun
mother
intended.
said,
Yeah.
go to her.
I'm
right?
sorry.
No,
I'm,
right?
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
I didn't even catch it.
Sorry, God, forgive me. I'm sorry.
My mother said to her son, "Go in the house and see what's taking your mother so long to come outside." And the son found her hanging from the
Oh
door.
my God.
Wow.
I can imagine a child finding their parent. Oh my gosh.
So not only do I believe in him, not only I have been when I was pregnant with my daughter.
Mhm.
when my husband and I were together, and I was pregnant with my daughter in our apartment in Flatbush.
Yeah.
The doorbell kept ringing like it was a constant buzz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Constant buzz. I keep going to the door. There's nobody there. And I'm like, the doorbell something must be wrong with this damn doorbell.
Yeah.
But then I had a dream about this lady in a muumuu, a West Indian lady in a muumuu.
Yeah.
Right?
It's my grandmother? No.
Yeah.
She wears a moo every day. She's still alive, by the way.
She's still alive.
Thank God. Thank God.
Cheers to grandma.
Cheers to grandma.
She's like
Cheers to
95
grandma.
or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I go to the door, but like I said, I was here having a dream about this West Indian lady in the muumuu.
Yeah.
And my husband at the time were asking the neighbor who lived across the street, who they worked together, about this thing that was happening. And he said, the lady died in the house.
See, you know what? Energy is a real thing, right?
Yeah, they say energy is
It has to go somewhere.
Right.
Or
never dies.
It never dies. And so, you know, when it comes to ghosts, I almost think more in that sense, right?
Right.
It's the energy that's
still
left,
still here.
that's still there, and particularly if somebody dies you know, horrific sort of death, that energy is just not resting
Right.
properly, you know. So I do believe in ghosts and more so on that side,
Right.
Like
And
I think I hear my mother's footsteps all the time in
Really?
my apartment.
And it's a
It could also
possibility.
be that we have thin walls and I might be
And it's
hearing-
old house. So,
But,
yeah,
but I like to believe that it is her because I'm not scared to
embrace her.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
what's your mama?
Embrace her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
You know, so shout
And
out to
shout
mama,
out to mama, especially today.
especially today. Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, ghosts, angels, I
Yeah.
believe in all that stuff. I think I see faces and objects. Like when I used to live across my old spot
Yeah.
on Herkimer.
They also had very steep stairs.
Word. Something about stairs. When I went to Bali, there were no elevators. Everything was stairs. Listen, that means we on the come up. I'm claiming it.
Stairway to Heaven, baby. bro.
Stairway to heaven. Anyway,
That's a song.
yeah,
Yeah.
Stairway to heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's an old school
Yeah, that's
song.
an old school song.
If I played that for you, wouldn't have known.
Yeah, he would have known it.
I probably
He would have known it.
Yeah, not
You
the way
just-
you just
not the way I
yeah,
sing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just
I am not an artist.
Country twang.
I am not.
Yeah. No.
Stairway to heaven.
Don't do it again.
Okay, well, sorry. You know, it probably came from a country thing back in
No.
the day. Who knows?
Don't be giving country music to black music.
Listen,
Remember,
country
black
music
music
is
starts
like-
exactly. Remember, black music starts country music.
Right.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. Sorry,
No, I forgot what was that.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Ghosts, angels, you saw a face when you were on
in
Herkimer.
a tree. There used to be a tree right outside my kitchen window, and I swear it was like the eye of the tree used to be like grilling me.
Yo,
We spoken at the time. Jay.
I see you. I see you. I
mean,
see all
what
you
strain
doing
did
in
you
there.
have? I want what that guy's having.
But no, I swear I could have make out the face, and I showed the face to somebody one time, and they was like, "Oh shit, that does kind of look like a face." And I was like,
You know, look, I think that humans want to believe that there is more to it than this, right? We want to believe in angels and a heaven and a hell. You know, honestly, in my opinion, I
I don't
think all
believe in
those
hell.
things are here right now.
I don't
True,
believe in
but-
the devil. I don't believe in hell.
You don't believe in, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's totally okay.
I don't know if we want to believe. I just want to know what the hell is that big ass bug up there?
Oh, it's a
before-
water bug. They're
See,
all over this.
thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Right over me.
I'm sorry.
In the summertime,
Just don't land, buddy.
there's more in the summertime.
I
And
got
they always pop up at night for some reason. I
This
don't
is
know
our
why.
second guest on the show, yo. Like,
Hey, you want to say something?
yo.
They're like, yo, yes, we really do exist.
I am a reincarnation.
Somebody just pulled
Somebody-
up
What they
on
call
us.
them? They call them
It's a centipede.
A centipede. It's a centipede. Well, they're a form of centipede, right?
I don't know what that
But there's something like
My
something.
bad. When I tell
dandelion,
y'all, I be
something-
keep telling y'all weird things be pulling up on me.
Well,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
pulling on, it's on me.
I mean, but this is what they do. They always do. They show up out of nowhere and they just stand there and just like
He
All right,
got
so for the
stage
people
fright
listening,
right now.
there's a centipede
there's a centipede on the ceiling.
on the ceiling, and we are fascinated by it.
But anyway,
I'm just hoping it don't drop on me.
it won't drop. They never drop. They never
I'm
drop.
praying that
They-
it does.
It don't drop eggs on me. And then...
As much as I love you, JP, this would be a great segment if it does.
You'll probably scream.
All you see what is a centipede die in the camera. Like, that's what you would say. I'm like, what the hell?
We say that now, and then as soon as it hit him,
say
it's like,
what we
you probably
do.
push this table over.
Because when you hit my mic drop, that means I ran.
Our third co-host is no longer here.
Right. Because
say
in
what
my
we
mind,
gonna do. Trust me, eventually he's gonna die. You see this?
Right. We say.
Speaking of death.
In my mind, this centipede dropping is like a python.
Yeah,
like,
but they never fall. They literally got like hundreds of legs, so they can hold on to dear life. But
right.
I ain't confirmed. This is New York. I never understand people like in New York, like roaches and rats, like they come with the territory.
I mean, they do. I mean, no, honestly, I'm not saying that you should be like, it should be okay.
Right.
But I'm never one to be like, oh my God, it's a roach, Jesus Christ. You live in a big old dirty city.
Right, but when there's an overabundance of them.
Yeah,
well, because there's no overabundance of people that are dirty.
Right. Like there's no.
Yeah.
So y'all know I'm afraid of everything that's not human.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know, humans, don't try to run up on me. I'm telling you, these
Don't
hands
try to run
work.
up on me.
Yeah. Don't try to run up on your sister. Don't try to run up on your sister. These hands work, and I got a goon squad too. So I need
got
y'all
a
to
goon
understand.
squad.
Like, we're not doing that. But
Well,
like I said, like, no. Like, it's traumatic because they're stealthy, and then, like, we can't communicate with each other. Like, there's no...
I remember one of the nastiest feelings I had. I was walking down the street one time, and a rat, like, just ran in front of me, and I kicked it. Like,
they run over my foot, like, probably at least once a month.
And I was like,
rats. I'm like Mayor Eric Adams. I hate rats, and these Bed-Stuy
First of
rats
all,
are
they
out
carry
of order.
diseases.
Right.
Right?
Whole bubonic plague.
Bubonic plagues and shit. It's not like we're living in England where they got, because they all have the immune system for it because they have a lot of it.
and they got the defibs on the corner.
And they got
Right.
30,000 defibrillators sitting out there, so they'll never die. But here we don't got
It's a James Bond movie.
Speaking of which, and I know this is off topic, but this woman was I think she was the shortest lived reigning prime minister, Liz Truss. She just resigned.
Yes.
It's only I think
couple of
6 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? But
once you get in the seat and you see, once you get in the seat and you see the UFO files there, I'm not with this. I'm not with this.
What's the real governments comes to talk to you?
Exactly.
Yeah, Liz, let me tell you something. Liz, come here, Liz, come here. You try to give tax breaks, we got a problem.
We got something for you.
You fired.
It's literally from life. You fired it. Like,
but you know what though? She can still say she was prime minister. At the end of the day,
absolutely,
she still get that benefit.
That's true.
She still get that pension plan over for 6 weeks.
So who's the prime minister now?
So they said in a week they're gonna get the next one. So how it works in the UK is the parliament, if it happens before an election cycle, which it tends to 90% of the times there, so they can go through 20,000 prime ministers in 1 year. So the parliament will vote those parties will vote in the next prime minister. So, but a week, which is very short because it took about when, what's the other guy that just left? I can't remember his name, but looked like Trump. Crazy hair guy. It took about at least 6 weeks or so. Maybe 6 months. I can't remember. 6 months.
Your country can't go on
without a head of state. Yeah.
Without a head of state.
Yeah.
Which is why we have our automatic succession plan.
Because the king and the queen are just figureheads. They're
just figureheads. They ain't got real power. But they don't have it like Allison's saying.
Your homie still ain't moved though.
Why? They're good like that. Well, he did actually a little bit. He shifted.
I'm a little creeped out.
Maybe he's asleep.
He's asleep. No, they're watching.
Streets is watching.
But anyway, what's our next topic? Did we touch upon all our topics?
Why are you into S&M?
Oh snap!
I keep on asking you why.
I have no idea why it came up.
But how did that even come up?
I don't remember.
We were drunk.
We were probably drunk.
Yeah.
And you had some admission that came out. So tell us.
Oh no, I don't recall the conversation honestly, but I think if I did say something, I was probably saying that I've had situations where things became S&M-ish.
How do you be S&M-ish?
Things became
You know what I mean. Sometimes things get a little out of hand.
No, I never had things get
Well,
S&M.
you need to step it up a little bit.
Oh, snap.
So were you beaten with like whips?
No, never any of that sort of
You
thing.
were called a slave by a white girl, weren't you?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
Wait,
I
what?
just-
What the hell?
It goes back to you being a munch. This is
No,
all good.
whoa. We're editing that part out. So, no. Okay, so I will give you an example of what I consider S&M or something close to it. So there was this girl I was dating back in the day, a white girl.
The garage be right.
and I remember to this day because one, I was laughing because I was like, what the fuck? Like, she's like, choke me. And then I was like, bitch, I will kill you. I'm like,
I don't really consider that. I've choked.
That's part of S&M. That's a little part of S&M.
That's like beginning stages.
Yeah,
and
That's like preschool S&M.
that is preschool because I wasn't into that stuff. And then, but here's the thing, I dated her friend as well, right?
Wait,
So,
all right, player.
Yo, player.
well, I dated
Some
her.
gentleman you are.
No, I dated her to get to her friend.
Oh wow.
Who does that?
I'm not even joking. Ask my
My
friends
name
from
is
Jersey.
Lenny. Like, you a whole pimp out here.
It was some fucked up shit.
Look at iceberg gentleman in the building.
This when I was living in Jersey. We ain't got under New Jersey, we're bored. So,
So we just fuck each other's friends to get to the next friend.
Y'all got plenty to do. Y'all got boardwalks. Y'all got whole
boardwalks, really.
amusement.
Y'all got a whole shoreline. Like,
I ain't going to Coney Island. You think I'm going to go to Atlantic City? So,
yeah.
but no.
I tell you them saltwater people, but go ahead.
No, that situation was, and actually the friend that I wanted to date, when I started dating her, she was.
She
Sorry.
was.
This girl was a sex addict. I'm not even joking. Like, she was literally a sex addict.
The one that you started
The one
dating
that
second.
I wanted to
Gotcha.
really date.
Is that
That's
what
why you wanted
is that
to?
right?
Huh?
Is that
Now
why
we're
you wanted
intrigued. Is that why
No,
you wanted
I
to?
didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea.
That's always a fun surprise, though. When you get
Yes and no.
yeah, it could be exhausting.
Because I was older than she was.
This goes
too,
back
at
to the
time.
other episode. What happens if your mate has
That
a...
this-
oh,
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Right.
True.
She had a very, but she was, you have to still think about, she was younger though. So I was probably 32 at the time. And I think she was probably 25.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so that plays a role in there too.
Yeah, definitely. Wouldn't.
So, but listen, I was like,
He
listen,
got
can
her
we just sit-
stuttering. She got him stuttering.
It's like memories.
She used to get so offended because sometimes I'm like, can we just sit and watch TV?
But then listen, take that as a compliment. Maybe she wasn't a sex addict. She just wanted to climb
No, she
Kenrick
was a-
Street.
she was a-
Because you've been in some situations before, so
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Did-
I'm just
We'll
saying.
talk about that next show, guys.
I don't think you want to.
But I think that's like choking, handcuffs. That's I thought
I
you.
thought the handcuffs thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
I think everybody's done that. Real handcuffs though, not those fuzzy ones. Yeah. And you know who bought me those? Another white girl bought me those. White girls love me. I don't know. They just love me.
You've been called
Everybody
slave.
loves you.
I've never
Everybody
been called a
loves you,
slave
Cameron.
though. Never been called a slave,
Or-
and I would not be happy
or-
to be called a slave.
Or the N word by a white girl.
No, no.
Nobody, black or white, can call me a nigger.
You
I ain't
was
mad at
or
you.
a slave.
you
Yes.
was role playing.
No, I'm not a big role player. I'm
This
really
ain't
not.
the Django. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are you
That
talking
was a
about?
good movie, but I would, if somebody called me that, the party done.
Bang the boiler. And we know how Cameron give it up. Y'all think he the gentleman. This motherfucker Mike Tyson from back in the day.
Guys, I'm a very nice guy.
More and more
but
reveals he's not the gentleman at all.
I am a gentleman, but you can be in both worlds, right? I can listen. I am a nice guy in general, but you keep on poking the bear.
You're gonna get a grouch.
You're gonna get a grudge.
See y'all
Signing
later.
off.
See y'all later.
later.
Gintv. Getting it in.
We getting it in.
We getting it in.